it's Shell from Scrap Secrets and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is part of a new series called Mix It Up Mondays, where we're going to incorporate products from different companies to create a cohesive card design. So first thing we're going to do is work on the background, and the stencil is from Create and Inkspire. We're going to be using 3 colors of Distress Oxide to ink it up: Shaded Lilac, Salvage Patina, and Kitsch Flamingo, which are some of the newest colors. The last 2 are the newest colors. Shaded Lilac's been around for a while. So I'm using my rabbit hole blending brushes to fill in the little paint splotches from this stencil. They're just going around and making sure that all of them are filled in. One of the reasons that I wanted to start this series is because I love mixing and matching products from different companies. And I've found that over the years there are certain ways that you can make it so that the card or whatever project you're using looks completely cohesive. Well, back to the card, and we are going to now stamp out the main image for the front panel, and this is from a Sassy and Crafty stamp set called Crafty. This is part of their Sassy Girls line, and I just thought it was cute. We're going to stamp out the image with some Catherine Pooler Midnight ink. So you're going to see me ink this up, and this is the first time that I've ever used this stamp, so I'm going to run my hands over top of it because there's sometimes some film left on it from production, and this helps the stamp take ink better. I'm also going to be using the dry eraser to put pressure on it. This way I don't smush the image down, because sometimes if you do like CPR compressions on it, the image actually gets a little distorted. So I'm using that just to help me apply enough pressure to transfer the ink from the stamp to the paper. Now we're going to be doing some Copic marker coloring. Again, I am not great with Copic markers. I've left this in just so I could kind of talk a little bit about how you incorporate things. So for this card, I focused on the theme. So that's one way that you can make products from different companies work together if you pick a theme. So this theme was craft/art. You're gonna see I'm using products from Create and Inkspire, Sassy and Crafty, as well as Honeybee. So 3 different companies that have 3 totally different styles, but I found a way to incorporate all of the products together because it was under the same theme. The first thing that I did was I chose my theme, and I am sending this to one of my crafty friends. Oh, what better way or what better theme than arts and crafts? I went through my products and I found a bunch of stamp sets, dies, stencils that all were within the theme. Then I started to narrow it down, and I had a vision of the card in my mind. This image I knew I wanted to use because it reminds me of one of my friends, so that's why I chose it. And then from there, I went ahead and chose the stencil for the background because I thought that it was very playful and went with the image. You know, you often think of paint splatters as accidents, and you see the girl kind of has the Home Alone face going on there with her hands on her face. So I just thought that that kind of played into all of it. And then the sentiment went along with the reason that I was sending the card. So that's how I decided how to take 3 different stamp companies or 3 different companies and incorporate their products. Well, if you guys are stuck on ways to incorporate that, if you feel like you are just using all Lawn Fawn or Honeybee or Simon Says Stamp and you can't figure out a way to break out and make those work, try looking for a common theme in all of your items, and then you can generally tie everything together. Oh, just a couple of tips on hopefully extending the life of your supplies, because we do pay a lot for them and you want to get the most out of them possible. So here's another way, is to mix and match from companies. Okay, so we're going to go back to the coloring. Again, it's really nothing super special. I kind of just do what looks good to me. I've chosen a couple of different colors of violet and V and BV, BG markers, as well as RV markers to color this image in. And I don't leave the whole coloring in. But I knew that I wanted to talk a little bit about the process and why I am doing these videos, because I really think, again, extending the life of your products is huge, because we often buy something for a very specific purpose and then maybe don't use it again. Or maybe that's just me. Who knows? Let me know down in the comments below if you guys are one of those ones that you buy something for a very specific purpose and then don't use it again, or you use it all the time. So now we're going to put the card together. I'm using my ATG to run adhesive all over the back. So I did cut that panel down a little bit. I believe it's an eighth of an inch on all sides. And you can see I had to stamp that image again. I'm now backing that on some black just to hopefully let it stand out from the background. That's another way that when you have two images with very similar colors, kind of break it up by putting a backer piece on it. So once I put this on there, it will stand out from the background. And you can see that I definitely did not put things on straight. I have a big problem with that. And even in the end, I didn't really. Using my ATG again to put the main image on there. And you can see what a difference it makes to have that black border on there. For this sentiment, we're going to be using the Crafty stamp set from Honeybee Stamps. And I chose the sentiment, You Inspire Me. I'm going to ink it up with that same Midnight Catherine Pooler ink and stamp it down with a stamping block. I was a little bit brave when I did this because I never used this stamp set before. I usually would use my Misty, and normally I would have stamped this sentiment before I put the panels on, but I didn't think about it for some reason. And Lucy says hello. Now I'm using my Wink of Stella sparkle pen Spectrum Noir sparkle pen to go back in and add some sparkle and shine to her hair, to her overalls, and also the paint splotches. I thought that because of the pastel colors, I thought that it looked a little bit plain, and adding this sparkle pen just added a little bit of sparkle and shine to the entire project. So once I am done that, I'm done the card. I hope that these tips and tricks helped you guys. Let me know if there are anything that you have a difficult time combining, any stamp companies that you have a difficulty combining, and I will try to make a video of it. Leave it down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of this new series. This will probably happen about once a month, and that's it. That's the entire card. Thank you guys so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing. I will see you guys again real soon in another video.